Hi everyone, Dimitri here, Pornography Addiction Recovery Coach. And today I just wanted to share a story of a call that was made to me yesterday. But before that, quick context. So when I healed my relationship to pornography, my addiction, then I started teaching the technique I had discovered for myself and the 3 pillars of healing, etc., etc. And there were times when, even though I didn't have the compulsion, I thought, oh, it would be nice to watch pornography, just this idea. You're like, oh, I'm healed now, and then you're just working, whatever, and you're like, oh, yeah, it would be nice. It would be, like, pleasant to watch it. And obviously another part of it is like, fuck that, never again. And so then I realized that there's a new voice that came in me in that moment, which was the voice of the coach, which was the voice of, hang on, I am a model for those people, and I cannot betray them. I have committed to being free from pornography. I represent that healing. I cannot relapse and fall again. And so that was a new thing. That was a new support that was never there before. It's like once you've healed and you become a model for other people, that becomes a new support that you have for yourself and for other people too. You're inspiring them, but they're keeping you accountable. That you don't want to deceive them or disappoint them. And the same happened for me. And it's a big thing for me that when you heal from pornography at the end of my program or in every way you do, for me, you're a flame. You're a flame and you're shining a lot of hope, and you can then share this light with whoever is around you and have a positive effect on the people around you. You represent healing and integrity and alignment. And yesterday I had a call from a previous client who called me at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night. I was like, wow, what's going on? So I picked up and he said, hey, I just wanted to share with you the technique. So we did a lot of trauma reprocessing with him, and he when he started the program, he was so low. He was borderline homelessness and really brain fogged. It was really sad. And yeah, I was really wanting to help him, and it was challenging. It was like, let's see where this goes. He's really in a bad place right now. And then that's how many weeks now? It's probably 20 weeks after that. And he called me and he said, oh, look, my mom just talked to a lady, and she has done unto her the same reprocessing techniques, trauma reprocessing techniques that you have done for me. And it has allowed that lady to heal from a wound that she's been carrying for her whole life, that even after 20 years of therapy, she hasn't realized she had. And the way this is possible is because I taught him that technique, and we went through this technique together, and he told about his technique to his mother. And by the way, he is very courageous because he's talking to his mother about his addiction to pornography. And, it takes a lot of cojones to do that. So, and then his mom then taught this lady the technique. So just from my own contribution, that's rippled positively on 4 people. And that's just one example, it's just one branch. So the work you do, you can then become a model for the work you do on yourself, the model of healing you become, and you shine a positive influence. And by sharing your knowledge and inspiration, you can then trigger this positive effect onto the people you have in your life. And this will have repercussions to the effect that you cannot see. That lady who's been healed yesterday by my client's mom may in turn heal other people. So this is like, the example of when you have a candle and it takes one candle to light up any other candle. So from one example of healing, which I am, you can then trickle that into positive effects all around you. And so this is what I wanted to share with you guys, this fact that if you, once you become engaged in the work of healing, and you don't need to have healed already, just as you are healing, other men and women will see that you're healing in whichever way it is, from pornography addiction or depression or anything else. But let's say pornography addiction because that's the topic here. And they'll be like, oh, he's doing the work. So if he's doing it, I can do it. He doesn't have any excuse. I don't have any excuse not to do it because he's doing it too. And you're inspiring people around you, and you're creating this synergy to elevate and create a better world, free of healing, free of pain, free of suffering. We're in 2020. How is pain in the world still a thing? How is it possible with all the techniques that we know and all the psychology that's behind it and all that? So this is an invitation for me to start your own healing in whichever way possible, in whichever way is meaningful for you, and to talk about it around you, to the people that are around you, to your peers and your friends, so that people are inspired in turn. And this can be also in this group. You can share a message just to tell us where you're at in your healing. And if you started yesterday, then good on you. Tell us about the fact that you started yesterday, and we'll commend you into your healing, and you'll be accountable to be that example, to be that role model for other men in the group. And if that makes sense, I'm talking here a lot about trauma reprocessing, which is one of the 3 pillars of pornography addiction, and the techniques I use. The 2 other techniques are having a fulfilled sex life and deconditioning progressively from pornography. So if you want to know more about that, I have attached below a link to my masterclass. You're welcome to sign up, and you'll see you'll just have instant access to the masterclass. Let me know how you go with it, if it was interesting, and let that be an element of the healing I'm telling you about. Watching this masterclass will educate you, and it will push you into taking action for your own healing. So be an example, be a role model, start your healing, talk about your healing, and hold strong so that other men can be inspired by you, and you can create a ripple effect of goodness in the world. Take care, guys.